MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the Seattle Mariners and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I think this series has played out exactly how we expected it to. At 2 games to 1, it's been tightly contested, back and forth. We've got 2 teams worthy of being here, and I think this will go at least 6 games before it's all said and done.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Jon Lester will be on the mound for Game 4. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this ought to be fun to watch in this one here today. A guy with over 2,000 career strikeouts. Think about it. He knows how to get swings and misses, and he knows how to paint the corners. Hopefully he'll bring some of that in this one here, and he should be fun to watch.
Leading off tonight for Seattle, the right fielder, number 31.
First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
First pitch, 7:05.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Really feeling like fall here in New England. 60 degrees our game time temperature. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The second baseman, Brett Boone.
Now here it comes. Lester has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound. It's kind of his thing. The key for the offense is to actually make them work for him, so that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
Into the box, Tino Martinez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Chopper to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. A solid start to this one for Jon Lester. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Marco Gonzalez is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, he's going to look to be a little bit better in this one. You could say scattering hits. Allowed 9 hits in his last start. His stuff is much better than that, and he certainly isn't going to be able to give up 9 hits in this one if his team expects to win.
So stepping in, Wade Boggs. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Wade.
Now here it comes. One and 0 pitch on the way. Hit out towards second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Stepping into the box, Mookie Betts. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Set. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Suzuki will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting third, the left fielder, Jim Wright.
Has a look, now the pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. We've played an inning, still nothing. All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the veteran DH, Edgar Martinez. First offering on its way.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
You froze him on the fastball there. Edgar Martinez becomes the first out of the inning.
Mike Cameron.
In now, Mike Cameron. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0. Fouled off. The 2-1 home is taken for strike 2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the National League Championship Series, as they've got a good one brewing over there as well. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. 2 out, nobody on. A bouncer to the left side. Boggs gloves it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the first baseman, Carl Yastrzemski.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball one.
Now the 1-0. Swung on and hit on the ground to Vizquel is short. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Gonzalez, originally from the Centennial State of Colorado. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Yastrzemski aboard here at first with nobody out. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. To second for 1. On to first, and that's now 2 innings and 2 double play balls here tonight. 2 away now.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
So base is empty now after the double play, and digging in is the rookie designated hitter, Mo Vaughn. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup, and a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for Boston. We'll move to the third with no score.
Leading off for Seattle, the left fielder, Randy Wynn.
First pitch on its way.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0. Liner towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
Batting in, the catcher.
Stepping in, Mike Zunino. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here it comes.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Grounded to short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up one of the all-time shortstops, Omar Vizquel. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike taken up in the zone. 3rd inning, no score to this point. To short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Rico Petrocelli.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Now the pitch. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Now here's the pitch.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Still 1-2. And another foul ball. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Man, this guy fouls off good pitches and does this off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Here's the first pitch to him. Carlton Fisk is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the stretch. 3-1 the count now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. Vizquel picks it up. One there. On to first. A double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Coming to the plate now, Wade Boggs. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way.
Great job by everyone involved right there. Executed a great pitch, got the double play. But don't kid yourself, there's still a guy standing on third base. He still needs 1 more out.
Called strike 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His first homer so far in the series. And that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Here's Mookie Betts. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. The 2-0 on the way. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
So now to the plate, Jim Rice. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. Line to the right side. Suzuki is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. We played 3 full. It's now 2-0 Boston. So coming to the plate, Suzuki back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And now a pitch on the way.
Nope.
The 1-0. Swing and a liner. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mariners.
Now batting, the second baseman, Brett Boone.
Stepping in now, Brett Boone, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. One on its way from Lester. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And he's safe.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
You come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Into the box now, Tino Martinez. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Now the first pitch here from Lester, lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. The second for 1, back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
Standing in, Edgar Martinez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
High in the air down the right field line. Betts has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. M's pick up a run on 2 hits. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Red Sox are out in front 2-1. At the plate, Carl Yastrzemski.
For the Red Sox, the first baseman, Carl Yastrzemski.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
hits this one hard the other way. Vizquel scoops it up. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Digging in, Reggie Smith. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to short. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Now back, the designated hitter, Mo Vaughn.
Standing in now, Mo Vaughn, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Throw over to the bag. Runner back standing. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Keeping particularly close tabs on him. So 1-1. Drilled on the ground is short, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Rico Petrocelli.
At the plate, Rico Petrocelli. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. A base hit in his first trip. A 1 pitch on its way. Turned on down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Seared down the first baseline.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off. Maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
1-2 to the Boston shortstop.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Another try at 2-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
At the plate now, Carlton Fisk, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Boston strands a couple. They still lead it 2-1. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First offering on its way. Mike Cameron is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel to that one.
Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Full count, 3-2. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Betts is there, 2 down. Digging in now for the Mariners, Randy Wynn. First pitch coming, here it is. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Bobby Doerr.
Bobby Doerr.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. The 1-2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And it's gone into the monster seats. A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series. And the Red Sox have taken a 3-1 lead.
well. If you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Oh, 2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his 3rd knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or 2 before this one ends.
Now at the plate, Mookie Betts. First pitch on its way. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Scooped up. There's 1. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. Into the box, Jim Rice. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
The 1-1 home. Grounder down the line at third. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And here comes the first baseman, Carl Yastrzemski. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. On it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. 5 innings complete. It's now 3-1 Boston. So here's Mike Zunino. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And that misses, ball 1.
Ball 1, no play.
That's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Down the third baseline. Foul. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
To the plate now, Omar Vizquel, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. Bounce towards the mound. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, number 31.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Suzuki. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Now the first pitch here from Lester.
1-0.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Lester ready, the 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Sent on the ground out to second. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw gets him there from short right field. A nice play, and that one ends the inning. None left for Seattle, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Reggie Smith. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
Heading out towards shallow right. Suzuki is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down. The plate now is the designated hitter, Mo Vaughn. From the stretch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Pulled toward right center field. Cameron is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Digging in now, Rico Petrocelli. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard to short. Vizquel brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Brett Boone.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they'd gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
3-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
The 2-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there and records the first out. At the plate, Edgar Martinez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Mike Cameron is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. No hits to this point. That misses 2-0.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Line towards center field. Smith is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One left for Seattle. Score holds. It's 3-1. Eric Hansen gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Eric Hansen.
Bottom of the inning now, and next to hit is the catcher, Carlton Fisk.
The catcher, number 27.
First pitch on its way. The 1-0. Grounded to third. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the seventh.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
So now to the plate, Bobby Doerr, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. A runner at first with no outs here. Change up low, 2-0. Hot shot to third. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball one.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Takes this the other way to right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Now batting, Jim Rice. From the belt, the pitch. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Into right field, that's a base hit. Long throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
In now, Carl Yastrzemski, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. Hits ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Ready on 1 and 2. High in the air out to center field. Cameron will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Red Sox settle for just the 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Red Sox on top, 4-1. Brandon Workman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 44, Brandon Workman.
Ready to begin the 8th and set to go as the third baseman, Kyle Seager.
The third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Two-0 count, the pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Next for Seattle, Randy Wynn. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First offering on its way.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
The 1-0. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one. Kept the hitters off balance and was a lot of fun to watch.
Here now is Mike Zunino. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. 2 out, nobody on. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Heading out towards shallow right. Betts has a read on it, and that's the third out. Mariners go down quietly there. They trail it 4-1. Jamie Moyer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 50, Jamie Moyer.
Reggie Smith will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Reggie Smith.
Pitch on the way. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. A ball and a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Into the corner and slicing foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Vizquel ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Stepping up to the plate, Mo Vaughn. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Zunino is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 7.
Stepping in, Rico Petrocelli. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Striding in for Boston, Carlton Fisk. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. He's set and the pitch. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
The 1-1 is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. grounded to first. He's right there, and nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. Game 4 rolls along. We're back after this. Jonathan Papelbon comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Jonathan Papelbon.
All set to start the ninth in this one, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Omar Vizquel.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
First delivery to him on the way. The 1-0. Softly hit to the left side. And this will be no problem over the third, and there's the first out. Digging in, Suzuki. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The 0-2 home to third. Throw on to first, and the Mariners are now down to their final out. Now at the plate, Brett Boone. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Barring any late turnaround, the win would belong to John Lester. 2 out, nobody on. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Last chance for the Mariners. Seattle, good night.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. So the Red Sox helped out quite a bit by the start turned in by this man, John Lester. Strike oppose. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily dominant, but turned in a good, solid effort and definitely was a factor in the win here.
4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Bo Sox have evened up the series at 2 wins apiece. John Lester earns the victory on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 4 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Mariners, 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error. They left just 1 runner on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.